And so here you are. You get out into this perfect moose environment. You're all ready to get yourself a moose. But guess what? It's thick. Willow, dogwood, those things grow in thick as anything. You're never going to see a moose. You can't find one anywhere. Well, luckily, they have a mating season right here, end of September, early October, where they pretty much got only one thing on their mind. So you find a nice area, that's a little bit open where you're going to be able to get a shot. Just going to run through a few hints here on moose hunting. I'll kind of keep it quick. And of course, this will just be a real kind of quick overview of it. So you want to find a nice area where it's open, like I say, and you have some good moose cover, perhaps to both sides of your open area in front. Believe it or not, you're looking for a wind direction coming into the field ahead of you. When you make your calls, the moose from each side area are going to be tempted to come out into the open area to try and get a line of sight on you. When they can't do that, because of course you're hidden, they're going to want to continue forward to reach that area where the wind is blowing to try and scent you. They want to come in scent-wise. Even if you're a female or a male moose, they're going to want to come in, whether you're cow or bull, they want to come in downwind of you. So this gives you an opportunity to draw in from the sides out into the open and have a chance to take your shot. So, how do we get them to that point though? Of course, they're off hiding in the thick bush. Can't see them anywhere. One way you can do is by doing a cow call. Now a cow makes a real distinctive call, and it's one that you don't need any kind of special materials to do. You can actually do this call just with your own voice. I'm going to attempt to show you what it's like right now. So it's something like that, but of course there's many different variations. You can do a long call, then a short one, then a couple shorter ones. You can do a short call, a longer call, a couple shorter ones. You can vary it around. That's totally fine. You just want to keep your pitch and your voice sounding pretty much the same for each one. Now to achieve this call, what we want to do, see, a moose has got a nose about out to here, you know what I'm saying? You need to achieve a nasally sound. So you'll see as I start, I plug my nose here and try to get as much of a nasally sound as I can. Right? My thumbs are able to go on my throat, making a wavering sound. And I'll actually roll my tongue up, causing the air to go through the nasal cavity before it comes out the mouth, giving it a more nasally sound. So instead of just a it's a Can you hear the difference? And basically your sound is just a You learn to do it longer. You learn to give it more push, more volume. Louder like that. Giving it a little bit different tones also. This will just come through practice. And of course, when you get out in the field and you actually hear a cow moose doing that call, it becomes much easier because you can just imitate what you hear. But it's not that difficult. A bull moose will reply in this way, a very low bass grunt. Now us as humans, you can't get or achieve anywhere close to the bass grunt that they can, but we can come close enough. Same thing with trying to achieve that nasally sound. But this time, we're going to try and give it a R. R. R sound. Let's make it more nasally. R. 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 Let's try to give it a little more push as you start to almost cough it out of the belly. Give it a bit more push out there. much louder, much more distance out of that, right? You can do these calls. I usually will start out with cow calls. That'll bring them in more than likely. There are times, if it's not working, then I'll switch over to bull calls, creating the effect that there's a cow in the area and another bull has come in. And this will, for bulls in the area, many times, even if he has cows that he's with and he's waiting for them to come into season so he can mate, he'll hear that other call of the bull coming into another cow that could potentially be his, really kind of infuriate him and encourage him to come out into the open and take a look around and just see who the heck's in my area and what's going on. Of course, when he gets out into the open, you wait for the perfect shot, and there you go. Let the work begin. So that's just a little bit of moose calling. Thanks for watching, folks. That's Moose Calling with Spencer.
Hi there folks, Spencer Rempel, the Moose Whisperer here. Thanks for watching. I made that video a few years ago when I was a hunting guide in the coastal mountains of BC. What a beautiful area that was. And I'm going to be going back, so don't worry, there's more video and more great footage to come. Folks, I need you to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get the word out there. I want to tell more stories, more how-tos, more reviews. This is going to be a great channel for all you hunters and outdoorsmen out there. So like I said, don't forget, hit that subscribe button down below. Help a fellow hunter out, would ya? Thanks for watching.